All right, hello. Welcome back to Marimar's Spanish Table.
It's been so long.
I think it's only been a month, but but you also literally just got back from a whirlwind trip of Europe.
Europe, yeah.
Yes, last night.
Last night.
How are you doing?
Sleepy.
Yeah, a little bit. That sounds reasonable. Well, okay. Mom, what are we cooking today?
We are making a classic Spanish dessert,
Ooh.
which is flan.
Ooh,
Okay?
yeah.
Now, some people think flan was invented in Mexico. No, it was invented in Spain.
Actually, if we're getting technical, this flan dates back to the ancient Roman Empire. But first things first, let's have, oh my gosh, so excited to share with you guys our brand spanking new, we literally just released it.
I haven't tasted it.
I only just tasted it first last week. Our 2021 Blanc de Noirs, the brand new vintage. Okay, it is time.
So good about opening
I did
yeah.
open it to test it. I just had to test it and maybe to take the photo of the recipe.
Yeah, you were gonna come through?
Yeah. So let's see. I guess technically you're supposed to like temper the glass, right? That's what they say. Add a little bit.
Yes.
Because then when you add the rest of it, you won't lose as much of the bubbles.
Wait.
Okay, you can turn it down if you like.
No, because I need to caramelize the thingy.
Oops. Okay, so cheers.
Yay.
Happy, oh my gosh, it's November. Like, it's the holidays. Yay.
My birthday next week.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, this wine. Well, we will get into this wine. Just know it is a glorious wine.
Yep.
All right, so caramel apple flan.
Yes.
Where do we start? Let's get
We
started.
start caramelizing.
Okay.
And it's kind of a little bit about, okay, it has to be really
Let's
hot.
move this over here.
Yeah. So what you do to caramelize, you put sugar in here, and then, you don't have to, but a little water always helps.
Just kind of speed, move things along.
Yeah. And then, let me do. And so then, you kind of go like this, and then, you wait, which we're not going to do, and then it caramelizes, and then.
I mean, caramelization is basically the process of heating up sugar. It melts and turns into caramel, right?
Right. And see, so right now it's white, so you just wait a little bit, and then it kind of becomes more dense, and it becomes a beautiful caramel color. Same color as this wonderful brandy.
Okay.
So you see, it now is boiling, and
So it's starting to boil.
yeah. So now you can talk about the wine.
Okay. Well, also we need to talk a little bit more about the recipe.
Yes.
So where does this recipe come from? Besides the fact that flan dates back to the ancient
This
Roman
comes from
Empire.
my mom's style. Yeah, it was a one that we made at home a lot. And
Abuelita's recipe.
Abuelita, yes. And my mother thought that, for a real lady making flans and baking, like you like baking.
I love baking.
Oh my gosh.
I love baking. Do not mistake me for someone who cooks regularly or really cooks. I do love baking.
And I love cooking anything. But my mother was really a dessert person. And so you see, no, you don't see, but it's boiling. So in a little bit, yeah, you think so?
There we go.
There you go.
See a little bit.
And so boil.
And also, excuse me, I neglected to start with, of course, the recipe and the wine pairing is in the content of the post, so you can check the recipe and definitely chime in with any questions, comments, what you've got planned for the holidays or just for this evening. Let us know that you have tuned in.
Okay, so we don't have time to wait, but it's going to then very slowly turn yellow and then really dark. Yeah, and then you will pour it. Once that happens, oops.
You want to turn this off?
Yeah.
Okay, so we do it like that.
Yeah, you pour it like this. Okay.
Pour it in the bottom of the mold. So that the idea here is that it's kind of like a crust, or it just kind of seeps through.
Yeah, and then you kind of go like that and put it in the place, and look what it comes out of. Ta-da-ta-ta! It's caramelized. And then that's great because then it makes it easier for the flan to come out when you turn it, right?
So the flan doesn't get stuck to the mold.
Exactly. Now, so now we have to cook the, there you go. We have to cook the apples. So we took these apples, we peeled them, and then we
And we've got some friends who have tuned in. We've got some good punny humor from LD. Noirvelous to see you both. Blanc de Noir, love it.
Blanc de Noirs.
Noirvelous. And Lynn, she says it was so wonderful to see you in Oslo just last week.
Oh.
And she just had a few amazing days in Catalonia and Priorat. And she's excited to be with us.
Oh, how fun.
Yay, that sounds very late for you, but yay, so glad to have you. Thanks for joining, Lynn. Yes, okay, so next we've got the apple.
Yeah, we put a little
Like grated
butter.
up. Did we already talk about that?
Well, if you
Goes with
let me,
Cuisinart?
if you allow me. So no, they don't want the Cuisinart. They, you put the butter and then you.
But how did the apple? Okay, all right.
The apples got cooked here, so you put them here in a little while. You know, you have to.
That's very specific, Mom. The apples got cooked here.
In this pan, but of course they have water. So once the water evaporates, they become like that. Okay, and while they're really warm, I don't know if it's gonna work. You flambe them. So you
Is it warm yet?
No, we don't have time.
Oh, okay.
We're
But we don't want to show them the flambe?
Yes, I hope it will. If it doesn't work, that's why. But it might work. It might work. Okay, well, okay. I don't know. Okay, we'll wait until
That
it gets
does
a
not
little
look like
hotter.
it's warm enough, Mom.
Oh, wait, because it's, okay.
People love to see the flambe.
All right, I put it to the maximum. Okay, so talk about the wine.
Okay, well, I actually was going to ask you what kind of apples are you supposed to use in this recipe? These ones. Okay, can you explain a little bit what kind of apples you recommend?
Any apples, as long as they
Any
are
apples.
tasty and crunchy and not very watery. You know, not the kind that's watered. The real good kind, right?
Okay, all right. Okay, well then, so I guess we will see if this warms up properly. But, well, the wine. Okay, so do you want to like pour it back out and see if it warms up? Like, you know, okay.
It's warming up. See?
Okay. So the Blanc de Noir, this.
Why is it called Blanc de Noir? And why does it have an S at the end of noir?
Please be my guest.
No, you tell me because you know it.
Go for it.
Okay, fine. So it's French, right? And it means blanc. It's a white, of course, of reds. It means of red grapes. So it's not noir because noir would be one grape, and it's Blanc de Noirs because, but you don't pronounce it. So it's a Blanc de Noir.
So the idea is it's a white sparkling wine
Yes.
made from red grapes, thus
Yes.
Blanc de Noir, white of red.
Yes.
And the red grape that we use and that is used in Blanc de Noir is Pinot Noir. And so here we go. And why is it white and not red? Is because you press basically with red grapes, with a few exceptions, but generally speaking, a red grape, the flesh is white, just like with white grapes. It's the skins that have the color. So as if you press right away, right after you pick the fruit and press off of the skins and seeds, you won't get almost any color. So that's how you get a white wine from red grapes. Moral of the story. Oh look, okay, shall we do it? Is it gonna work? I believe in you. Yay!
You see it?
Yeah. Can they see it? I don't know. I'm telling you it's there.
Yeah, I can
I'm
see
telling
it.
you.
Yes, I can see it.
We make it bigger?
I don't have that. I can make it bigger.
I don't know. I promise it's there.
Yes.
A little flame right in the middle.
No, we could put more brandy.
We could. I mean, you always say, hey, just a little more, right?
Well,
Or maybe not.
Maybe not.
Well, I promise it is flambeing.
Mm-hmm.
So what does one achieve by flambeing?
Well, you get.
And what is a flambe?
Flambe means that you do what I did.
Huh. What is a flambe? Let's take two.
So flambe means that you make it into flames, right? I mean, what else? And
Usually it involves like alcohol being,
That's right.
lit in flames, and
Yeah.
then what does it do?
what it does is that it evaporates the alcohol, so it's less alcoholic, and you just retain the flesh, the flavors of the brandy.
What's the
Makes sense?
spirit?
Okay.
Or wine. Can you flambe with wine?
No.
No, only spirits.
It's more higher
Higher
alcohol.
alcohol.
Yeah. Well, this is really good. So anyway, then what you do is that you are going to, oopsie, to use eggs, okay, and you're going to what you call it?
Whisk.
Yes, whisk.
Beat.
Beat.
Okay. And in the meantime, so let's see. So according to what you have told me, abuelita, my grandmother, she would make desserts for like dinner parties. But really in Catalonia, and maybe throughout Spain, but definitely in Catalonia, dessert isn't really like an everyday thing. It's quite common, or at least what is common is to have just like some fresh fruit at the end of the meal, or even, and they'll do that at a restaurant too, like just seasonal fresh fruit on its own, or these beautiful tiny little fresitas del bosque, little strawberries. They're so good. They don't exist in this country. They're so cute and tiny and sweet. And or even at a restaurant, like a glass of orange juice at dessert.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So it's more like proper dessert is more like for special occasions. And and you also told me that a lot of the recipes in your books, as far as desserts go, come from the women in our family.
That's right.
Who were, suitable for a woman to make dessert, I guess.
Okay, so that's it. So now I'm going to put in here with the eggs, I'm going to put the half and half.
Lynn in Oslo says, it is very late. I blame the tortoise 20 for that. Cheers to that.
Okay, and then here comes the apples. I'm probably going to curdle the eggs, but we'll pretend that it doesn't. Okay. No.
So how do you avoid curdling?
Well, you put first.
Do you want this off?
Yes, please. No, it doesn't curdle. You just kind of do it very fast.
Very fast.
Yeah, and put the cream first. And I think I'm missing something. Oh yeah, the cinnamon, right?
Yeah, you avoided curdling.
Cinnamon and sugar, of course.
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Also, by the way, we have such a cool club event coming up on Saturday.
Yes,
We've got our vertical lunch, and
just decided on
do you wanna tell them about the vertical lunch?
Yes, it's a gift to myself because it's a celebration of my birthday, which is next week, November 14th, and we're gonna do a vertical of Chardonnays and Pinot Noirs. I think we're doing 5 Pinot Noirs and 4 Chardonnays.
Very exciting.
And then for those, of course, I do 7 recipes. It's okay, sure.
It's 7 courses, a 7-course lunch paired with really fun library wines. And hey, I think that sounds like a pretty great birthday, huh?
Yes.
And Mom's birthday is a week from yesterday. Yeah,
and I get to choose the wines.
I thought. Well, okay, we'll get back to that. We both, yes, absolutely.
Okay, I will take your advice, but I decide.
Okay, Mom has final say.
Okay.
And let's see. Okay, ta-da! There's the.
So can I get that?
This one?
Yes.
Our beautiful, ready to go.
Yes, caramelized.
Hold on, let me.
I have enough because it's all gonna fall out.
Well, do you want my help?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, perfect. No, actually.
Yeah, not really. Okay.
Perfect. Oh, that's
perfect. Size.
right to the brim.
Yes. Oh, well, it fell a little bit.
It's fine.
Cool. Yeah. Here, I'll put. Can you hold it? Okay.
Okay. So where does this go?
Okay.
Where does this go?
Goes now in the. Oh, this goes in what is the thing with the water? Here. Okay. So what you do here is that you take one.
Is this like a bain-marie?
Yes.
So what is a bain-marie?
Baño Maria, by the way.
All right. So what's a baño Maria?
I don't know.
It's a bain-marie. What's a bain-marie? It's a baño Maria.
I don't know why it's named after Marie. There had to be a woman who invented it, and her name was Marie, right? I bet you.
My question is more like, what does it do?
Okay, it does. It cooks something slowly, so that it's not gonna curdle or become, not.
And evenly?
Evenly
Distributes. I think
so
it evenly distributes the heat, so that it is even. Yeah, the dish is evenly cooked throughout. I believe. But I'm not the one who's written cookbooks, so.
So then you put this hot water here. Let's
okay.
This water is very hot, and then you put this in here.
It's here, and then it goes in the oven.
Yes, ma'am.
At what temperature for how long?
315 for half an hour. Well, 350 for 50 minutes. What?
Before we try it, yes, we can talk about some other things we're going to talk about.
Oh, what?
Or you just want to try the dish and then, okay,
No,
we will try the dish. Okay, either way. But the reason why we picked this recipe is because we literally just released this sparkling right in time for the holidays, so you can get your hands on it. Now it is a club exclusive, and no, we don't. But it is the Pinot Noir. The fruit for this wine is Pinot Noir from our Sonoma Coast vineyard, from the Doña Margarita vineyard, named after my grandmother, Abuelita. And so, yeah, it is 100% Pinot Noir from that vineyard, and this is a traditional method sparkling. So what that means, big picture, is the second fermentation is in the bottle, so that maximizes contact of the wine with the lees. There's like a sediment of the dead yeast, and that promotes like more, you get some really fun flavors.
Lees are the yeast after it dies. It does its job and it dies, and then it becomes lees.
Yep, and so that's called technically like yeast autolysis. The autolysis is the breaking down. Anyways, we could spend hours talking about this. It is a complicated and cool method. Moral of the story, it is harder to produce in this method, higher, labor and just the complexity. Why don't you tell the story, Mom?
No, I just like to interrupt you. That's
yes, I know. That is evident. So that means the second fermentation is in this bottle. That time on the lees, this wine spent 18 months on the lees. And then essentially what we do is a process to remove the lees. That sediment is called disgorgement. You over time, you coax within the bottle, coax it to the lees to the neck of the bottle, and then flash freeze it, remove it, fill it up. That's where you might add a little bit of sweetness, just a smidge, since you pick sparkling wine for sparkling. I could talk about this for hours. Anyways, so this was literally just released last week, and it is traditional method, which is also the champagne method, the method that is used for producing champagne.
And can you tell?
It's not the method that is used for making prosecco.
Right.
Is more mass volume. Cava actually is traditional method. A lot of sparkling wines are not made in this way because it is higher cost.
Way more costly.
But you get more of these interesting pastry brioche flavors alongside some nice fruit flavors. All right.
So now, of course, it's been 50 minutes, and the cake, the flan, has cooked, and then you take it out of the mold like that. Let's imagine that the mold is like that. So then what you do, you put it on hot water for a little bit like that, and then you go zoop. And then you take the mold out, and voila! Look at this beauty.
What a beauty indeed.
You take this out.
Ta-da! That is beautiful.
And we're gonna eat it, right?
Okay, let's dig in.
Okay, I have some long dishes.
Okay. Is that hot still?
Is it hot? Okay.
Okay.
There you go, and I'll get a teeny little spoon.
Okay, oh, this came out beautifully, Mom. What a
Bacon is ready.
beauty.
We did it so quickly,
So
right?
quickly. I'm so impressed.
Okay,
Okay.
then 1 spoon for you,
Okay.
and 1 spoon for me.
Oh man. This dish, it's nice little chunks of apple, this silky custard, and then a little bit of brandy in there. Yeah, and these are I think relatively simple ingredients. It's not too complicated of a recipe, right?
Yeah. So flan, by the way, is very, very common in Spain. And what I love is that in the store, they sell you the little containers like that, with that flan.
Kind of like how we buy yogurt
Yeah, yeah.
at the supermarket.
And I buy them, you know, and have them always in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
And then at night, when you just feel like having a dessert, you kind of turn it over and enjoy it, right? Of course, with a bit of brandy. Torres brandy. This is our best. It's called Torres 20. Means that it's been there. Well, no, it hasn't.
20 years.
No. But
Approximately.
Yeah.
Approximately.
Okay.
Well, good stuff. All right. I think we are just about wrapping up. We'll be back. I think we'll be back in December, right? I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be. So I'm sure we'll. Yeah, the first Tuesday. So this was Wednesday as an exception because Mom literally got back last night from Europe. So yeah, good to have you back, Mom. We missed you.
I miss you very much.
We will see you guys. Happy holidays. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Can't believe that's around the corner.
And you're going.
I'm taking a week off. Yay!
Yes.
I'm very excited going to Mexico. So
Yeah.
cheers. See you.